I'm so excited to let you know I'm launching a course called the Responsive Web Design Bootcamp, and it is launching. It's out now, and I'm so excited about this. I've teamed up with the guys at Scrimba to bring you this course. It is a massive course that I'm super proud of, and it's something that people here on YouTube have been asking me about for a really long time. You guys have been asking me for a course about just all in on making websites, and that's exactly what this is. Well, the name of it says responsive web design right in there. Of course, when you talk about making websites these days, it's responsive, just sort of, that's making a website. So this course really just comes down to making some amazing websites. So while the focus of it is on understanding responsiveness, it starts off with the CSS fundamentals, because I really want to make sure you understand the fundamentals of CSS before we start pushing things and getting into the more complicated subject matter. So we start with the fundamentals, we move on to starting to think responsively, because not only do we need to know how the responsive stuff works, we need to be in the right frame of mind for it as well. So we explore the units and we explore viewports and we're looking at media queries. We're going through a whole bunch of stuff, but we're also analyzing layouts and looking at layouts and how does the layout change from one screen size to the other, and how does that mean we have to organize our content. We're doing all of that. From there, we step up our style. We start learning how to just make things look awesome. So I go in tips and tricks for typography, how we can start adding some really cool features in, and just making stuff look good with CSS. It's more the subtle things that really make websites shine and to push our designs to the next level. Now, throughout all of these parts of the course, we're building through projects. So we need to understand the fundamentals of CSS, and when we're looking at responsiveness, we have to sort of be analytical about it a bit. I don't think that people learn just by watching and understanding the basics of it. You understand through doing stuff. So building actual projects, whether it's a 3-page site, which one of those modules does cover, or just building a simple card that actually ends up being a little bit more complicated than you think. And you can learn a lot from components as well. So we're building out websites, we're building out cards, and then we're going to get to a deep dive into Flexbox and then also CSS Grid. With the Flexbox one, we've already started experimenting and playing and making things responsive. Now we're really going to understand it, because we've done enough to learn how to do the basic stuff with it. Because who cares about Flex Basis when all you really want to do is make columns, right? But then once you know how the columns are working, you're starting to understand it, that's where these cool features come in. You can, using your grows, your shrinks, your flex bases, all this, the stuff that's kind of weird about Flexbox, you can use it in really interesting ways. So we explore all of that. Then we do the same thing with Grid. We take a deep dive into Grid, understanding Grid. And then at the very end, the last module of the course is taking everything we've learned and building out a really cool 3-page website that just, I think, looks pretty good. It takes everything we've learned, we have to put it all to use, but then we also have to learn a few other new things along the way as well. The other thing that is really exciting to me, because I find on YouTube, as much as I love teaching here, there is a limitation, and it's how I can interact with you guys. So not only is this nice in the sense that I can be with you for the full length of the course, and there's over 170 videos. That's like, on YouTube here I have like 200 and something, and there's 170 on this one. Now I have really long ones here, so a lot of them are quite a bit shorter, but still there's over 170 videos in the course. It's over 15 hours of total content, and I get to work my way through with you through all of that content, which is something that you can't really do here on YouTube because of the way the platform works. But even better, I mentioned at the top, I've teamed up with the guys at Scrimba, and if you don't know about Scrimba, you're going to absolutely love it. Imagine you're watching my video here on YouTube. So we're tutorialing away and we're having fun. We're learning a bunch of stuff. And then I do something that you sort of missed or you want to try yourself, but you don't really feel like trying yourself because you don't have your editor open. You don't feel like opening it up, getting all the code written. In Scrimba, you hit pause and then you start writing in the video player. And you see your changes live in the preview window. And then once you figured it all out, you got whatever you wanted working or you tested it all out, you hit play again and the lesson resumes as if you're back in the regular video. It's absolutely incredible. I have no idea how they did it, but it's really, really cool. And it presents really cool learning opportunities because I can just stop and say, why don't you try this now? Or why don't you play with that? Or why don't you try giving it this setting? Or what do you think's going to happen? You don't just have to think about it. You can try it there in the video itself. It's really, really cool. Let's take a look actually at what this is, because it's really awesome. So here we are in the middle of a lesson where I'm teaching about media query basics. It's one of the very early lessons in starting to think responsively, where we're exploring how media queries work. And I'm about to show you how they do it. So you can see I'm writing the code here. I'm explaining this as it's going. And then look at that. There's a live preview here so you can see how things are changing. And this is all part of the recording. But let's say I brought that back up, but I want to see more of what's going on. I can actually click on this while the video is going on so I can see this in more detail. And that's really handy sometimes, because sometimes when it's shrunk down to the little size, you can't see in as much detail. And you can see I'm about to write another one here, but I can click and pause that, and I can come into the video itself, and I'm going to put one at 600 pixels, and this is me doing it. The video's been paused. You can see it says entered playground mode, so the video is not playing anymore. I'm going to do a body with a background on here of hot pink. And now if I go and take a look, I can open this up and I can see if my media query is working. So it should go pink, purple, and there's my hot pink coming in. So I know that it's working at all the different sizes. Refresh my page there if I need to for anything. And that's really cool. Let's just do one more thing here. Color white. Let's go see if it worked. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of how my media queries are working. I'm happy with that. Let's go back to the lesson and hit play. And just like that, the lesson goes back to where it left off, and we can keep moving forward with it. And every now and then something might come up where you have a question, something wasn't super clear. So even in the Scrimba editor, so you can actually come into the Scrimba editor here. There's a little side thing out, and you can ask a question. It's going to give me a notification to let me know that you did, and I can come and answer it. Or if other people have asked questions, you can see what they've asked as well, and maybe that would also get you your answer along the way. So I just think this is so cool that I can pause the video, edit code, see the live results without having to really do anything, and then just hit play when I resume the lesson. Mind-blowing. It's so awesome. So whatever those guys did, however they pulled it off, that platform is amazing. And I'm really happy that I was able to put this course out on Scrimba, because the interactiveness of it is really awesome. So I can give you little challenges, but then I can also build up, and we can do just like, okay, like here's what we're going to be building. Why don't you try and do it? And then you try and do it, and you hit play, and then you can see if it's the same for me, whether it's small little things or really big things. So it's really cool how you can interact with the videos, and it sort of opens up a new level of learning. I think it's really awesome. So if this course sounds exciting to you, and I'm super excited about it, so I hope you're excited about it. My goal for this course is to help people fall in love with CSS and realize how amazing and awesome CSS is. But even if you already love it, and if you follow me here, I hope you do, I still think there's a ton of awesome content in there that you can learn from and really push your skills to the next level. So if you do want to get in, you can click, there's a link right below here where you can go and click on it. It'll bring you to the sales page. You can read more about the course. If you have any questions, leave the questions down below. Right now, the course is on sale, so it's $29 during the launch period. This course sounds awesome to you. Go and hit that link down below and go and check it out.